Welcome to East Productions brings you Dark Moments in History.
Welcome back. Episode 2, part 2. How you feel now? We had a little bit of lunch.
I feel better now that I ate.
I gave you the lowdown what was going on the other side of the county.
Yeah.
So, once again, speedy recovery to my brother. Don't do anything too crazy, please.
Okay. So I wanna do this. It's pretty good.
What's up?
So in this one, it has status lock version.
That came off of the that was what the our editor just photocopied the whole thing to me and just sent it like that.
Oh, okay. The colonies stopped asking permission.
So is that going to be kind of like it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission, or
Possibly.
because our editor,
We're gonna
because
find
our
out.
script writer doesn't share these details with me.
No.
I'm about as blind as you are, but let's go. You want to do your little clap?
Nope.
Okay. Cheers.
There is moments in every revolution when people across a line, not the line where they fire the first shot, not the line where armies march, a quiet line. Whatever line? Quieter line, like I'm doing right now in my voice, are the most dangerous ones.
You keep talking like that, you're gonna turn me on.
The moment they stop asking, will you allow us to do this? And start saying, we are doing this.
It's a little ominous.
Yeah. In 1974.
I'm sorry, what?
1974.
When?
In 1774, most colonists still claimed loyalty to King George III. They weren't walking around Boston wearing homemade revolutionary costumes and practicing democracy speeches in a mirror.
That works too. I mean, that's what people do nowadays.
Well, you gotta
Powdered wig, all that stuff, just going, today, my kind sir.
Yeah, but I think it'd be more British.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because everybody was British back then.
British.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta put that twang.
No, not twine. That's more southern.
You gotta put an English twang on it.
More biscuits and gravy than no beans and toast and biscuits and gravy.
Correct.
Yeah, more coffee than tea, beer, cold beer as opposed to warm. It's like they don't know what a refrigerator is.
Correct. I didn't think they had that back then. They didn't come until late in the 1900s.
You get my point, though.
Yeah. Picking up what you're throwing down.
So, as he said, this is all disappointing to hear it, though, my friend, though, that they weren't doing that. In a funny way, because I feel like that would have made things a little easier for the historians to pick up and write down.
Exactly, but history is not always exact.
History is written by the victor.
Correct. It's on whose account you're going to read. There's always his side, and the truth.
The truth's rarely ever written in its pure form.
A guy walking into a tavern says, "Good evening, gentlemen. I have officially began a rebellion." Rebellion?
Have officially begun a rebellion.
But there shouldn't.
Well, that it's more that according to our script, our lovely writer apparently gets separated. It's more like, just imagine this. It's less like a guy walking into a bar going, I'm going to start the revolution. Let's go kick these guys' ass. And more like,
okay, so let me try that again. Take two.
Oh, we're keeping this.
Take two.
Oh, we're keeping it.
Take two.
Whatever.
A guy walks into a tavern. Says, "Good evening, gentlemen. I have officially began a rebellion."
Pinky out.
When in doubt,
Pinky out.
everyone could just point and say, "Well, there he is. Arrest that guy."
Sounds more. So instead of everybody just suspiciously drinking coffee and writing an angry letter, this is what we get. Sounds legit, because if you imagine someone walking into a tavern in 1774 going, "I'm going to start the revolution right here, right now. Somebody arrest that guy." Is that basically what you're saying?
Exactly. The American Revolution began as one of the most... What's that say?
It says we're low on disk space. Oh, shut your mouth. We don't need to run that out.
Yeah, I know. But we'll see what we get.
Yeah.
Because everything's being saved to the actual disk.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
Take two. Oof.
Nipples.
I think that those are.
Why are you looking at my nose?
They're right here. They're skin space.
I'm so glad that's not on camera.
Are you uncomfortable?
Oh, camera's still on. That's a different kind of sight.
We don't got Patreon, bro.
Patriots only.
Oh, God.
The American Revolution began with one of the most complicated breakups in history. Nobody wanted to admit the relationship was ending, but both sides were already sleeping in separate rooms.
Why is our writer doing this to us? This sounds like the beginnings of a domestic
violence.
Wow, okay, we're going this route. Okay. You have a problem with that line?
I'm having a problem with the whole damn thing, because like in my mind, what I'm seeing is wrong on like 19 different levels.
What, some guy in a powdered wig walking in saying, "I'm no longer sleeping with you, we're breaking up," and going into the other. I'm going into the haystack to go to sleep.
I'm so glad that's the way you saw it. That's not how I saw it.
How'd you see it?
I saw America as the country and England as the country, and America walking over and going, "We're done." Cool. And kicking them.
This is spot on. Oh, God. This is a great setup. All right. Welcome back to Dark Moments in History. I'm Zach.
I'm Josh.
And he's usually in charge of this roller coaster.
I am doing my best to the knowledge that we need to get this done.
Okay. So, last episode, we watched Britain basically look at Boston, press the big red make everyone angry button, and then act surprised when everyone got hurt. Didn't they call that rage baiting?
A truly impressive commitment to be a bad plan.
Yeah, it's almost like someone looked at the 13 colonies and said, "No, it would be great. Making them all agree on something."
Yeah, but that's not what they wanted to agree on.
No, they were reading two different playbooks.
And somehow it worked. Just not the way Britain wanted it to.
Hey, spoiler.
I didn't spoil it.
No, spoiler. We got our own country.
Oh, yeah. You just didn't know that.
I know, right?
The shot that wasn't fired.
Real quick, you can cut this out if you want. What gets lighter after you use it 7 times?
My penis.
1911.
Oh. Wow, Zach, that's a dad joke.
I know. I'm a dad.
You want to hear a really good dad joke?
You don't give a shit?
No, a duck was snowboarding, slipped and fell, and he landed right on his butt. Guess what he broke?
His ass bone?
No, his butt crack.
You win.
Don't do dad jokes with me. I got this.
Oh, you laugh at me. I love you.
Deep down, this is a hate-love relationship.
Is it more love or more hate?
I can't say. Because it depends on who has the brain cell of the day.
So it's more like an abusive relationship we both agreed on.
It's kind of like that abusive relationship. Like, you know they're good people. But, you know...
They're dicks.
Yeah. Yeah, like, hey, like...
Yeah.
It's kind of like an unwanted relationship that happened by accident. It's kind of be like prison. When you're in prison, you boyfriend, it's unwanted, but after a while, you just kind of accept it.
So it's like, okay, I'm going to prison. So what are you gonna do when you're like get 20 years in betting or some shit? Like, well, not betting, but like you get 20 years in Alcatraz, say, for the sake of arguments. Like, well, I guess I'll find myself a good husband.
That's it.
You're making the best out of a horrible situation. Wait, you trying to say I'm abusive?
No.
Some motherfucker. Anyway,
You even did it wrong. You're supposed to close your thumb and put it.
I thought I did.
No, you left your hit. You're like you're waving at the. Moving on. The first major response to the
Intolerable acts
did not come from any army. It came from a meeting, and not a small one. Representatives from 12 colonies gathered in Philadelphia in September 1774 for what became known as the First Continental Congress. See, I know some words.
It's because you know Continental's a tire.
Ah, you racist. I am wearing a Toro shirt.
Okay, so racist against tires, right? So, and this is one of the moments where history books make something sound much calmer than it actually was. Representatives gathered. Sounds like a business meeting.
Yeah. Right. Like they were discussing parking regulations.
Gentlemen, before we discuss rebellion, does anyone have any thoughts on the office coffee? Or at that time, tea?
Exactly.
So we had 12 people in Philadelphia.
13.
13. So we've been to Philadelphia, not together but separately.
Yeah.
Would you want to go there?
To Philly?
Yeah.
It's a great place to be.
In the daylight.
It's a great place to be.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, Zach, but I don't know anything about Philadelphia.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep going, right?
Expect this meeting was basically, how do we respond to the most powerful empire on earth without getting ourselves
Executed.
What he said.
So basically, how do we do this without getting carted away for treason?
Exactly.
That's a long boat ride.
It is.
You can actually talk yourself out of it.
Yep.
Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, excuse me.
Philadelphia, 1974.
Really? We're doing that?
Just kidding. 1774. Josh, imagine we're walking.
Not everything a writer puts down you have to read.
Dude, I think that's for you. I think it was supposed to say Zach. Zach's reading this.
You want me to read it?
Well, because it would make sense. Hold on. Think about what I just said. Now, I'm going to finish the line. Okay? Zach's reading this. Zach.
Okay.
Philadelphia, 1774. Josh, imagine walking into that room. You have the men from different colonies, different economies, different cultures, and different opinions. Doesn't that sound like more like you're talking to me than me saying it?
It does. So
why don't we change this up? Why don't we do this? Philadelphia in 1774. Zach, imagine walking into that room. You have the men from different colonies.
Okay. So different economies, cultures, and opinions.
Correct. A Waverly
Wealthy.
Wealth? Why don't you read that?
Okay. So different economies, different cultures.
Start back up there.
So let's set it up. Philadelphia, 1774. Imagine walking into that room, all right?
Say my name, bitch.
All right, Josh, imagine walking into the room. All right? Everyone's
Okay.
got power wigs. Everyone's got a stick up their ass.
Okay.
You have men from different colonies, representatives.
Mhm.
They have different economies,
Mhm.
different cultures. They got different opinions because they're all British in one way or another.
Okay. I see it.
A single wealthy merchant from one colony might see things differently than a farmer from another.
Okay.
So, yeah, a plantation owner there might have a different concerns than a New England shipbuilder. They weren't even a unified country yet. They weren't even close. So what we're looking at is this wasn't America having a meeting. I see what you did. This was 13 separate roommates realizing the landlord's causing problems.
Exactly. That is honestly not a terrible comparison. Exactly. Expect the landlord has the largest navy in the world.
A little more awkward when your roommate owns cannons.
Exactly.
It's like, watch out for those guys. They got scopes.
The delegates had an impossible balancing act. They wanted to defend the colony's rights without declaring independence. They wanted to pressure Britain without starting a war. They wanted to unite without argument on everything.
So basically, they had the world's most stressful group project. So it's.
I think what they wanted, and this is not like pushing things, but it's still, Australia is a free country.
Yeah.
But it's still under the British Empire.
They still recognize the crown, yes.
Correct. But they still have their own laws and everything that they follow.
Yeah.
Like, they also go off the English pound.
Yeah.
Correct?
They do. They still recognize the pound. They still recognize British Parliament and all that.
Okay, so, but
they govern themselves.
They're like us, far away.
Yes, much further away.
Exactly. So, it's the same thing.
The only difference between us and Australia, we didn't start out as a penal colony.
That's true.
It was just, little backstory, because I'm into this stuff. During the time when they were starting to send people to Australia for a penal colony, they were just trying to get all the beggars, the murderers, the rapists, everybody who broke the law. They couldn't they filled all the jails in England.
Yeah.
Send them across the ocean, land them on some random continent, and they work there, cultivate the land, and they're out of our way.
That's why Australia has no filter.
Yeah.
So it was all those people. That's why I like it there.
Plus, what happens when you give the inmates the keys and expect them to do all the work?
They're gonna do it, but
they're gonna take over.
Yeah,
and they did.
Yeah. Okay. And nobody could drop the class.
Now we're treating this like a class, but brutal but effective.
They debated, they argued, they navigated, and they eventually produced several major decisions. One of the most biggest was the creation of the Continental Association. The Continental Association.
Do you mind if I?
Okay.
I was just gonna steal your thunder here a bit. You talk a lot.
I like talking a lot.
Okay, then read it.
I'm reading it, bitch. Don't make me go United States on your ass.
Does this mean that I give you?
I'm gonna send you to a different talk.
To a bigger room, right?
Smaller room.
Ah, okay.
I'll King George the Ninth on you.
Does that mean you have mental issues?
A little bit.
Okay, fair.
This was
economic.
I should have just let him read it.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, good.
So, this was economic warfare.
Mm-hmm.
They coordinated a boycott of British goods, which is basically saying, we're not going to use their stuff. It comes to the harbor, we ain't going to use it. It's just going to sit there. You know when they boycott stuff nowadays, like, oh,
yeah.
That's it. So you got that. They're not exporting any goods to Britain. They're not bringing any products from Britain into the colonies. And they're not going to buy anything from the merchants who ignored the agreement.
Okay.
So the colonies basically invented the 18th century version of, fine, we'll just stop shopping there. Let's boycott Target.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. We're not boycotting Target, but that's the example I came up with.
Be allowed to shop at Target. Exactly, Zach. Expect this was not about avoiding a bad online review.
Our writer needs to get their shit together.
Yeah, I don't understand that. This could be destroying businesses.
Well, if you think about it.
And it is true. Merchants had a choice, supporting the boycott and risk losing money, ignore it, and risk being led to a traitor.
They would risk being labeled as a traitor, which is a terrible position. Because now your customers aren't just asking, do I like your prices? They're saying, you secretly love the king.
Yeah.
So it's going from, we don't have to agree, but we can live here together. Now it's turning into, are you a spy?
It's kind of like, and it's one of them things. I don't bring this up too often. I don't do politics.
Yeah.
But this is a politics situation.
It is.
It's kind of like, are you a Republican or Democrat? Are you a libertarian or are you a voice of speaking? Are you... Everything comes down to it. Everybody has a side. Everybody has a voice. That is the greatest thing about this country, is we have that choice.
The problem with that choice is you could say whatever you want. Be prepared to deal with the consequences of what you say.
Correct.
So
you say the wrong thing, and it can put you into hot water very fast.
Well, it could turn very easily from going, you have offended me, to now you have the right to remain silent.
Correct.
So you watch what you say. You watch.
You gotta. Right now, they're fluttering with that line. They are really fluttering with that line. There's the line of treason and the line of loyalty, and They are literally right on the border of it.
Oh, they're going from we are all British citizens, subjects, whatever. Now it's like you're gonna rat me out if I don't do this, this, and this. Or it's like, wait, you don't like my prices? You gonna squeal?
That's what. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, now I need to punch your face.
Politics had entered a daily life. The revolution had moved from government buildings into kitchens, stores, churches, taverns, everywhere.
Wait, notice it's starting to sound like everyday life right now.
Well, yeah, but that's normal.
It's
us.
normal now, but what I should have just said was, it sounds like this is the beginning of where that whole American mentality started.
Yeah, that is definitely
Because now it's like I'm gonna start talking shit. You can't do anything about it. Either take your butt herself and leave, or shut up.
Yeah,
America.
But here's the part that often gets overlooked. The Continental Congress was important. But really transformation.
But the real transformation.
The real transformation in disguise was happening locally. Across Massachusetts, people began creating their own style, own system of authorization. They formed committees of correctional correspondence, committees for safety, I don't know.
Provincial.
Congress. Names like that sound incredibly boring.
History really did have a talent for naming things like a government employee wrote the titles for.
Yeah, but they made up some really good ones too. The right to bear arms. Now is that?
No, that's not bear arms. That's
that's the bear arms.
Yeah.
All right, bear arms. Revolutionary secrets.
That seems out of place.
Revolutionary Secrets Organization.
Yeah, that's what it says. What's our writer thinking about?
I don't know. Oh. RSO. No, not the Committee of Safety.
So it's starting to sound like it's like we're making all these names up. A lot of them sound like a place you go get your fishing license at, or to complain about someone parking a horse in front of the wrong tavern.
Exactly. But these groups were anything but boring. They gathered intelligence, organized suppliers.
Supplies, yeah, same thing.
Suppliers. Coordinated, I don't know. Militia. Like metal militia?
Yeah, something like that,
yeah. Communities between towns.
That was this. I think I missed something. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Jesus, Zach, you don't have to really do it for real.
Sorry, you got excited.
Scriptwriter sucks.
Yeah, I gotta go through what they sent me.
At this moment, while Zach is doing this,
all right, so
Extreme Lawn Care.
You missed part of it.
In Connellsville. He does it in Mount Pleasant. Mows grass. Really, really nice guy. Does it. Galley's Painting. Very, very nice. Does painting. I will have the numbers right here in their card. Right here. We'd also like to thank our sponsor, Export Tire and Export PA, Export in Jeanette, Essie's Tire down on 51, and King Super Tire in Mount Pleasant. You need any of those and you're in Pennsylvania and you need your tires, those are the places to go. Best prices around. Mounting and balancing is free. We do have a tire protection plan that we do provide to people. Covers for free rotations, free flat repairs, free rebalancing, and roadhouse. Could go on to some more and move on, but apparently we're about to get back to this. I would also like to say, if you're interested in some merch, let us know. Not a lot out there, but we are definitely going to get one more hat made for another co-host. And we might get some broiling on the sides for Backwards Day. Might get like host here.
Oh, nice.
On yours and host on the back of mine. And your brother Colin, would that be a fitted hat? Is he a fitted guy? Snapback guy?
Honestly, don't know. All right, so here's where we left off.
Tassel cap guy?
So can you read that?
Where are we at?
Right here.
They were building a government while insisting they were replacing the government.
So let me get this brought up so we can read this better.
What are you doing? Just copy from your name down. Holy shnikes, man. There was so much more to it.
Yeah, I just truncated the whole thing.
No, stop.
Oh, okay. Pardon the difficulties.
You want that?
Yeah, that's
title.
Do title.
Okay.
So we're up to where I'm at.
Hold on. This is some things here. There we go. We're back.
Yeah, all right. So, coming off of what we said, it's a pretty... What were we just saying? You closed it out.
Come on.
Okay, I found it. So that's a pretty impressive... It's a pretty impressive amount of denial there. I don't know why it says denial, but...
You're writer, not mine.
I know, but it's a lot of stuff they were doing for communication.
It is real. Really, it is. The colonists were basically saying, we are not creating a separate government, while actually creating a separate government.
You know what's funny? Fun fact in all this, with the communications, unofficial communications between the colonies, a lot of other organizations were involved. One of them being the Freemasons.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of those lodges communicated with each other.
Okay.
So you had that going around. They would either be passing along like, hey, I heard this was going on in this colony, or hey, this is going on the street, or hey, watch out for this.
Okay.
So you got all that. They're using those lines of communication to talk with each other because they were unopenly standing against the British government.
Correct.
So that's what it came down to. It was just a lot of things just going around. People politely agrees to say or agree not to say the obvious thing about what was going on.
Okay.
So that's what they were doing. Freemasons were involved in all this. Washington was a Freemason.
Yep. Exactly. I like how it's always exactly.
I know, right? But you do say that a lot.
And Because I'm reading that, it says exactly.
No, in everyday life, you do say that.
That's racist.
How's it racist?
I don't know. That's ignorant. There.
So it's ignorant. Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's ignorant as in stupid, not ignorant as in lack of knowledge.
Wait. It's kind of the same thing, bro.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Ignorance is bliss, buddy.
I know.
And the obvious thing was Massachusetts was no longer a truly beginning a government by the British.
So it was like a shadow government, basically. They were running their own deal in the back.
But in this is where we need to stop and talk about some uncomfortable things. The revolution was not everyone's version of Britain.
They weren't versus the British right now?
No.
It wasn't.
It was not a clear line. There were patriots and there were loyalists. There were people who wanted compromise. There were people who wanted nothing to do with either side.
Which makes sense, because if you're living through it, you don't know the ending. We know what's going on, what happened.
Exactly.
Well,
nobody had a script.
We do right here.
We do.
It's so bad.
So corny. I feel so bad for you people. And you were hoping for something good and great and delicious. Now it's just
New writer.
new writer. We're moving on. We're trying something different. You know who we should give a shot at doing this?
Who?
Colin.
That's gonna be 2 months worth on the same topic.
It'll be a 59-hour session on one thing.
It would.
The boat that took Lincoln or Washington across the Delaware. It was a mahogany wood that was specially shaped just for him. And the way that they built it was that it could hold 13 people on there perfectly, including Washington himself. Now, and on it, the oars were made out of brass, and down the sliver sides of it, they were flat. Oh, wait a minute. Colin's going to watch this.
Not to spoil anything, he is going to be writing one of our episodes for us.
Sorry, Colin. It was just a joke. LOL. You'll see. Just kidding.
Love you, man.
Where did I leave off at?
Nobody had the script except us.
Nobody had a script except us. Nobody knew if the revolution would succeed or become a failure of a rebellion. Remembering for a few paragraphs in a history book, loyalists in 1775 might geniusly believe the British government is flawed, but destroying the empire is madness. And honestly,
wasn't unreasonable.
No, it is a fear.
Yeah, because losing meant more than losing a political argument.
Right?
Does it really, though?
Right? Yeah.
I've never seen that shit.
Yeah, but you have to imagine. I know it's really hard for you.
What, you call me dumb?
No. I'm just saying you to have imagination.
Oh.
I wonder if I could do that with a rainbow. Whenever I do it. Imagination.
You probably
Rainbow,
could.
right?
You probably
I'm
could.
totally gonna do that. If I did, smile. So if you imagine it,
Yeah.
your day-to-day life, especially as a trader.
Yeah.
Not like a backstabber or anything.
A trader and actually a merchant.
A merchant. And you're doing merchant work. That's what your life defines on, is getting stuff across seas that nobody else would have.
Yeah.
Not for a better price or anything, but nowadays we have stuff that we can just go to Walmart and get.
Yeah.
Where people in England don't have the access to like certain crops, like corn and stuff like that. And that stuff could be sold by a merchant across seas.
Yeah, so yeah.
And cows and stuff over here that they brought over had a wider range of feed and stuff that they could eat. And it made their pelts really, really good. And then you're sending leather goods across.
Yeah. So what you're trying to say is that it could go bad if things fall apart.
Losing could mean losing your property, your business, your
reputation,
your life.
Yeah.
The revolution was not just
Did your record skip?
The revolution was not just fought between armies. It happened between neighbors. That may be the darkest part.
Yeah, because you have to imagine.
Because we're enemies on a battlefield expected to do what we're expected to do.
Yeah.
But when the person across from you was at your church or across the street or sat down at a dining table with you, believe you are destroying the world. That's much harder to survive.
Yeah, so
if you think about it, it'd be like me and you. We work in totally two different worlds. I'm physical labor.
Yeah.
And you're more IT.
Yeah.
I'm the guy foot on the ground running it, making sure everything runs, where you are more of the aspects of the guy. But we sit down at the same table, we put our shoes on the same way, but
yeah,
we might have two politically different views on something. And then come find out we're separated because of our political views. Now we're about to fight each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
What happened?
No, I scrolled down a little bit for you. Oh. Because it said ending. I'm like, what? No, it wasn't.
By the end of 1774, he's waiting for me to say 1974.
Oh, I am.
The colonies had done something extraordinary. Yeah, I know some big words.
I know.
They had not declared independence. They had not created a nation, but they had done something almost as dangerous.
Oh, please do tell.
They had to learn they could act together. And once people discovered they could govern themselves, convincing them to go back is almost impossible.
So Britain wasn't just fighting angry colonists anymore. They were fighting an idea. They were fighting the whole... They weren't even fighting it. They were just, arguing back and forth over letters.
Yeah.
People going back and forth across the sea. The king gets upset. And we start seeing more outcry.
You're right. And ideas are much harder to arrest.
So,
I get where that's going.
It's a little vague. I have to talk to our script writer. Sorry, people, but general idea is this is just people.
They kind of left you on a cliffhanger there, and I get it. I get it for writing purposes and stuff like that. But now, next episode teaser,
they threw it in there. But we're gonna start. It looks like we're gonna start talking about the winter of 1775.
Mm-hmm.
Once things start to get a little more
intense.
Yeah. When actually, another spoiler. Episode 3, which will be next. we're not going to talk about the winter of 1775 in America.
Dun, dun, dun.
We're actually going to be taking this whole view of everything. We're just talking about life on the streets in the American colonies. We're talking about how bad it's getting. And stuff we missed was talking about taxes, the acts that for tea, all the imports, exports, the American colonies were getting taxed heavily due to everything that happened with the 7 Years' War. So that's where we're at right now. Now we're going to take a look at what happened across the pond, so to speak. We're going to take a look at what happened in London while everything was happening here in 1774, in 1775.
Now the plot thickens.
So we're going to see what the king was doing about all this. We're going to see what's going on in Parliament.
So we're going to see it from both sides.
Yes. Yes, it's going to flip-flop. It's going to start. We're going to start the first part of episode 3 in London with what's going on in London. Then the second part, we're going to flip-flop between the two, leading up to the first shots.
Okay. We'd like to thank you all for watching Dark Moments in History.
I'm Zach.
I'm Josh. Remember to share, like, and follow for more. Hit that little ring button, ding, so that you get notified as soon as we come up.
Leave comments, please.
Like I said, we're shooting for 500 followers. The more yuns share, like, and follow, and watch the video all the way through, more we can make money on it. More that we can put out better content.
Yeah.
That is the goal. Better content for yuns. Once we start reaching over that $500 mark, me and Zach will actually start, when we do next year, this will be a little teaser for next year. In July, next year, in July, me and Zach are going to take 2 days and we're going to go film around Gettysburg. It'll be me, Zach, and Colin filming around Gettysburg. We're going to do it for 2 days. It'll be me, him, and his brother. Hopefully in separate beds, unless they want to share.
I'll kick that fucker into the curb.
But it'll either be like at the beginning of June, middle of June.
I'm thinking more middle of June, end of June, because my wedding anniversary is in the beginning.
What's that?
My wedding anniversary is in the beginning of June.
Okay, so it'll be beginning of August.
Okay.
We'll do the beginning of August, and we'll go out there for a couple of days. Me, Zach, and Colin will just film everything. Literally everything. As much as we can film on our phones, and we'll share them with each other. We're going to make a lovely content of us going around the battlefields. It'll be... We're going to do a live session.
Open, yeah.
That's the goal. Thank you for watching. We appreciate everybody that follows.
See you on the next one.
Deuces.
Thank you for watching Dark Moments in History from EAST Productions. Josh, Zach, and Colin.